Okay, you're going to have to stick with me in this video. We're going to talk about the ups and the downs currently going on in the cryptocurrency market, but overarching, it's time to be bullish on the market. There is so many catalysts that no one else is talking about except us. We'll be breaking down exactly why Bitcoin's dumping, but more importantly, what is about to come around the corner for your cryptocurrency investments. Well, get ready. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. This is a good one. Let's talk about the video. So you'll be seeing the same news articles as me. Bitcoin's on its way down. Cryptocurrency's over. The bull market has simply finished. Well, the reality is we're in a very volatile market. We just saw the president of Argentina completely rug people for about $4 billion. And ultimately someone run away who sounds like they haven't ever got out of their mum's basement with $100 million. It's all a bit wild, but I guess for the seasoned investor like you, it's another day in the cryptocurrency market. So what's going on? Well, Bitcoin's price decline continues and ultimately is affecting the altcoin market. We're seeing significant selling pressure coming in from miners. You can see that on this chart here, which ultimately is showing us that Bitcoin miners have offloaded over 2,000 Bitcoin in the past week. Now, I've always said this, the miners control the market. You might say that it's exchanges, you might say that it's not. The reality is the miners fundamentally control the price, they control the supply as well. Now, when you look at the supply available on exchanges, we start to see this continuing to decline as well. And this is where it starts to get very interesting. Yes, we had a little injection back here in early February, but we're holding there around 2.232 million Bitcoin available on exchanges right now. Again, my point here is that miners control the markets. We saw a significant amount of sell pressure coming on February 10th, which completely therefore coincides with that pretty aggressive dump we got, which was around here, this big pink line taking us below that 100-day moving average. Now, again, miners absolutely do hold on to their coins, and I think wherever you see positive market sentiment, the miners will hold on. They know what's coming. At the minute, we're absolutely in some consolidation. People may say we're in decline, but we're in some consolidation. We'll take a look at the charts in just a minute, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some real positive news on the backdrop of this. Because while ever the miners are selling, guess what? We see whales, the biggest wallet holders, buying more Bitcoin than what's ever seen before. And in fact, all of the big dips, we've seen huge inflows into these bigger wallets. There is some crazy amounts of buys going in, whether that be exchanges, big whale wallets, investment funds, ETFs, whatever it is. But wherever there's a dip, wherever the miners sell, it is being bought aggressively. Companies like Metaplanet, up again, extending their Bitcoin holdings with another purchase of 270 Bitcoin. We saw Michael Saylor's strategy buying over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin as well. What's even crazier, when you start to really think about how does a super cycle happen? How do we see this massive bull run, these months of continuous pumping of the market? Well, it's when you have so much investments coming into so many different elements of the cryptocurrency market, whether that's Metaplanet buying Bitcoin, whether that's strategy being purchased, 5.7 trillion UBS. That is the under management, buys over $1 billion in MicroStrategy, MSTR, obviously now known as strategy. So again, why are they buying it? It's outperforming pretty much every company in the S&P 500. And by June, at current rates, if Bitcoin stays above $97,000, the S&P 500 will have a brand new cryptocurrency promoted company in strategy. This is a big deal as well. And the list goes on and on as to where we see some real positive movement. Again, when you look at some of the data suggesting that we are seeing a big run, even if you went for complete rudimental, some of the key fundamentals we look at for top market cycle indicators, not one single one has been hit. Now, you could argue and you could say, well, too bad, this could be the worst bull market in history, and you would be correct. But for me, there is so much catalyst out there. There is so much positive news out there. And more importantly, we are seeing further buying pressure come in. Yes, we're seeing a challenge on the price of Bitcoin. Yes, when you look at the monthly candles, it's very, very interesting indeed. And actually, many people would say, well, this is just another consolidation phase. This is exactly what we saw previously running from that early 2024 into October before the pump. Now, many of you know that I've predicted 20th of October this year could be the market cycle top, depending if everything runs as it is. Take a look at the weekly chart. Once again, what do you see? Some levels of consolidation. While ever there are some crazy things happening, like the Malay rug, and people can call it whatever they want. The reality is people insider traded that and took a huge amount of money from everyday investors. Simply put, people are not prepared to speculate. That doesn't mean that we are at the end of the bull market. That doesn't mean that cryptocurrency in whole isn't going to go up. when you take a look at some of the altcoin positions, we have a very interesting target coming up on here. 1.23 trillion, the altcoin market minus Bitcoin. BTC dominance continue to cause us problems, however, as it continues its general ascent. This is why altcoins are ultimately not having a good time and mostly driven out of ETFs and institutional purposes. At some point, retail will come back in. At some point, ETFs will go wild. And at some point, we're going to see a massive rally on Bitcoin. And I have a funny feeling it's going to happen sooner than you think. Let me know what you think. Are you bullish on the market or are you bearish on the market? Drop it as always in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this type of content, hit that subscribe button. Come and join 33,000 other people that love cryptocurrency as much as me. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.